You would never have imagined that the most mysterious black dragon Yesha in the legend was actually caught by a little boy. Brother Ga raised his dagger to kill Yesha, so that he could gain the recognition of his clan. Yisha knew that he was powerless to resist, and closed his eyes in despair, but seeing this scene, Brother Ga couldn't do anything. Seeing that Yasha couldn't move, Ga cut the rope and let Yasha leave for 1 second. But strangely, Isa didn't hurt her, so after roaring, she flew towards the woods. And Jack was so frightened that he collapsed to the ground. It turns out that this is an era when evil dragons are rampant. Human tribes have been attacked by evil dragons all the year round. Fortunately, the team leader is brave and good at fighting, leading the tribe to resist, so the dragon tribe can survive, and Brother Ga is the son of the team leader. But a veritable piece of shit. Said that my physique can only work in a blacksmith shop, but his dream is to become a dragon slayer. This will not only gain the recognition of the whole family, but also capture the heart of the goddess. On this day, the evil dragon attacked again, and suddenly a black shadow cut through the sky, emitting blue light wherever it went. It was the legendary black dragon Yesha, and no one had ever seen his true face. In order to prove himself, Gag prepares to arrest the fury. With a scream, a shadow fell into the woods. I hit, but before I could be happy, Brother Ga was targeted by a fire-breathing dragon. At the critical moment, his father arrived in time, and at this time the energy of the black fire dragon was exhausted. When the father saw this, he immediately beat the dragon away with a combination of tricks, and happily told his father that he had caught Yisha. But no one believed it at all. In order to prove himself, he secretly ran to the back mountain to find Yisha. But after searching for a long time, I didn't find anything. I followed the trace and found the Yesha who was tied up with a rope. Jack took out his dagger and approached cautiously, and then the scene at the beginning happened. Brother Ga did not kill Fury, but let him go. And this decision also changed Gag's life. After returning home, her father thought that Brother Ga had grown up, and asked her to participate in dragon slaying training. But after being contacted by Yuzun, Brother Ga thought he didn't have the courage to kill a dragon at all, but his father didn't listen to his explanation. As a result, in the training ground on the second day, Brother Ga was still useless, even with a shield. He was cornered by the evil dragon, and he was about to be in danger. He told Brother Ga that the evil dragon would never show mercy on the battlefield. At this time, Brother Ga also had doubts. Why didn't Isa kill herself? So he plucked up the courage to go to the place where he let go of his armpit again, only to find that his armpit had not left. I saw him hit the rock wall again and again, but he couldn't fly no matter what. It was only then that Brother Ga found out that Yasha lacked one tail, which not only made him unable to fly normally, but even simplicity became a problem. Just then, Jack accidentally dropped the pen. Yasha just looked at Brother Ga quietly, which made Brother Ga even more curious. After returning, he found the Dragon Ball illustration, which recorded the characteristics and abilities of various dragons. Only when it came to Yasha, it was blank, with only one sentence left on it. This kind of dragon is the evil descendant of lightning and death. Absolutely do not fight with it, the only thing you can do is hide. Pray he doesn't find you. But in Gag's view, Fury is not so evil. The little boy wanted to tame this Yisha with a fish, but Yisha suddenly became vigilant as soon as he opened his mouth. It turned out that he had found several daggers around his waist. When Jack threw the dagger, Yisha immediately became cute, and then put down his guard and slowly approached Brother Ga. Only then did Brother Ga realize that the legendary fierce Yasha had no teeth, but he didn't expect it. After eating the fish, his face suddenly changed. He forced Brother Ga to the corner, opened his mouth and spat out half of the fish, then sat aside to signal Brother Ga to eat the fish. It turned out that he wanted to share half of it with Brother Ga, but Brother Ga could only endure it and eat it. In this way, they also established initial trust, and Jack gave it a new name, Pro Boy. Jack then tries to see his injured tail, but Toothless refuses. He threw off Brother Ga and hung it on the tree to sleep. When he woke up again, he found that Brother Ga was squatting not far away, and suddenly he saw that Jack was painting. It was himself. Seeing this scene, Pro's eye directly tore off a tree, drew like a cat and a tiger, and played a game with Brother Ga in the middle. Brother Jack reached out to Toothless, and Toothless accepted him. In this way, the two gained mutual trust. When Brother Ga went back, Wei Wuyazai made a mechanical tail. On the second day, he brought a basket of fish to find Wuyazai, and sneaked behind him while he was eating to install the tail wing for him. At this time, Vaya no longer had bad thoughts. He didn't pay attention to Brother Ga, he opened his wings and flew out. Brother Ga was instantly frightened, and he was about to hit the stone wall. Brother Ga opened the tail in time, and Tail Tooth Boy flew into the sky immediately. But during the flight, Tail Tooth Boy still couldn't control the new tail. He made a sharp turn and fell off Brother Ga, and he also fell into the water because of his loss of balance. He learned the experience of failure, and after combining it, Zhang Weiji again. Not only Longin was installed, but even the control has become humanized. With the effort of this person, for Erzai to finally return to the sky, they have also become inseparable partners, and one person and one dragon have also shown unprecedented performance. Tacit agreement. After training, Welzai will also invite Gag to eat fish. No, thank you for not being hungry. At this moment, a few small fire dragons flew in and wanted to snatch Toothless's food. In this way, the little fire dragon could only leave in despair. After getting along with the greasy Athens, Brother Ga also understood the habits of dragons, so he became invincible in the Shunlong competition in the group. With an eel, he can scare off the two-headed dragon, and with a handful of coriander, he can conquer the fat head dragon. These arena manipulations made Brother Ga a goddess who is the focus and core of the clan, but very dissatisfied with him. So she secretly followed Brother Ga, wanting to see if he had advice from an expert, but she didn't expect the expert to have one without Aisha. She saw that Brother Ga Yesha was very harmonious, and the goddess Bower was going to leave and tell everyone about it. Brother Ga and Toothless Boy didn't panic at all. I saw Toothless Boy directly grabbed Buer and put it on the branch. It was not until Buer agreed to keep it secret that Jack dragged him onto the dragon's back, but he didn't expect that there would be no one. Tooth is getting naughty again. It flew straight into the sky, frightening the souls of both of them. Then I took them to visit the beautiful white aurora. At this moment, the armpit suddenly became vigilant, and the body flew in one direction uncontrollably, and all kinds of dragons appeared around. Then they flew into a cave, only to see all the Longjang prey thrown into the deep pit, and a little fat dragon was swallowed directly by the Dragon King in the deep pit because of the scarcity of food. Only then did they realize. The reason why Longman invaded the tribe was that he couldn't help himself. Seeing this scene, all the dragons were so frightened that they retreated. At this moment, the Dragon King smelled their scent and took a bite. Fortunately, Toothless was agile, so he escaped the catastrophe. But when they came out, the two had a disagreement. Boar thinks he should tell the clan the location of the dragon's nest, but Jack decides to hide it in order to protect Toothless. And the other side. The organization also started to hold the annual dragon slaying contest, which is a slaughtering contest, and the winner will become the most complete dragon slayer. Facing the vicious dragon, the boy suddenly took off his helmet, because he wanted to change the people's opinion of the dragon in his own way. Seeing that he was about to succeed, his father suddenly sounded the warhammer, and the frightened dragon attacked Brother Ga directly. The loud noise alarmed the Yesha of the volcano, and he rushed over directly. A raging flame exploded the iron dragon and fought directly with the giant dragon in order to protect Gage. The organization saw that Yisha rushed up to her armpit and tried to resist, but she was outnumbered and was subdued by the people. In order to protect Yisha, Jack found his father and wanted to ask him to release the Yesha, but his father was unmoved, and the helpless Brother Ga had to tell the secret of the dragon robe. He believed that the dragon's nature was not bad, but it was due to the persecution of the Dragon King. He had no choice but to invade the tribe. But his father didn't listen at all. He directly organized a fleet and tied Yaksha to the bow to guide them. But they didn't know that the Dragon King's power was beyond their imagination. In this way, Brother Ga could only watch the fleet leave. At this time, Jack blamed himself very much, and he hated that his cowardice could turn into such a situation. At this moment, Bower came over. In his opinion, Brother Ga was very remarkable. Although he had never killed a dragon, he was the first Geelong warrior. Hearing Bower's encouragement, Jack immediately had an idea that he would lead all his partners to try to tame the dragon in the arena. When they let go of their hostility, the dragon became docile as expected. On the other hand, the fleet led by his father has successfully found the dragon cave. After arranging for a while, my father gave an order, and the catapult fired 10,000 arrows, blasting a big hole in the mountain. Father walked to the hole and ordered a fireball, when countless dragons appeared in front of him. The father roared and met, and the dragon fought to the death. But the dragons all flew away like frightened birds. The clansmen thought they would win without a fight, and just as they were celebrating, the mountain suddenly shattered, followed by a roar that spewed out from the hole. Everyone wanted to retreat, but it was too late. The huge Dragon King broke the mountain in front of everyone and always wanted to fight back, but the weak attack had no effect at all. On the contrary, if a blaze destroys all the ships, Yaksha is still trapped on the ship at this time. In order to cover the retreat of the tribe, my father used himself as bait, and it was estimated that everyone would escape to buy time. But at this moment, the Dragon King was attacked. It turned out to be the children who had successfully trained the dragon. They attacked like a giant dragon through tacit cooperation, and the geek jumped on the boat to rescue the trapped Yesha, but it was easy to be rejected. The tail was discharged directly into the sea, and Brother Ga disregarded his own safety, struggling to get employment sand. However, his strength was too weak, and he lost consciousness without a wave. Fortunately, his father appeared in time and rescued him, then jumped back into the sea and untied the chains under his armpits. In this way, the little friends get together again and fight side by side. And the dragon is too powerful, they are not opponents at all. The companions were shot down by 11, and in the end, only Yesha was left, and Yilong formulated a battle plan, first leading the Dragon King into the sky, and then using his own mobile body, started to attack the Dragon King continuously, and the clumsy Dragon King was turned around by Yaksha. The Dragon King was enraged and spewed out a large amount of flames, but unexpectedly ignited Yisha's tail. Jack and Yasha descended rapidly, and the Dragon King was chasing after them. At the critical moment, they decided to fight to the death. Assault. The cat was instantly ignited and plunged to the ground. The impact of the huge explosion caused Jack and his armpit to fall. After everything subsided, the father anxiously looked for Brother Ga, and indeed saw Fury's father instantly stunned. At this moment, Yisha opened his eyes, then opened his wings and found that it was Brother Ga in his arms. It turned out that a tower protected Brother Ga with his body during the explosion. Although Brother Ga recovered his life, he also lost a leg. From then on, the giants and villagers live in peace, and at the same time they become dragon trainers. This concludes the first season of How to Train Your Dragon, but their story has only just begun. I'm on the cloud, we'll see you in season 2.